Welcome to another quick and dirty review. I'm Joe.
I'm Faust.
And we've been on a small hiatus, but we're hoping to get you guys back in and interested yet again. We're going to bring you Thor Ragnarok today.
Yep.
So let's start out with, do you want the good, the bad, or the ugly?
There's some good.
Oh, shut up.
I do need to preface this with, as I will any time with these kind of movies that come up, I am not a big fan of superheroes in general. I think that they're weak storytelling. As it stands, when I walked out of the theater, the first thing that came to mind...
Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
The first thing that came to mind was that it was all spectacle and no substance, really.
And I am in your corner for that, sir. I am not one to normally say that about comic book movies, and you know that.
Yeah.
But the first thing I will say is that stop trying so damn hard the whole way through to try to make us laugh. You are not Deadpool. You don't break the fourth wall. Mm-hmm. You can very well have good chuckles the whole way through, but you do not need to sit there and be like, And I mean, they try to also throw it in with Korg, which, by the way, Korg steals the show in a lot of shots.
The internet loves Korg.
And so, I mean, 100% the straight man the idea between it is totally cool, but it's bad pacing. Like, there are times where you're like, oh, they're going to be serious. Nope.
There's no real opportunity for them to be serious in the whole movie. They are trying to just lay on humor as thick as possible. And I think what it was is, and it was interviews that were obvious before the movie came out, was very obvious with the press junket after the movie came out, that they were really trying to do something different with Thor, because showing Thor just being confused about the modern world carried them for 2 movies by this point.
The first one really has that. The second one really doesn't. That one was showing a human in his world feeling the same way.
Yeah.
And so the big thing for me, the straight and the one who's trying to be serious the whole time and has been since the first movie, is Heimdall. Mm-hmm. Idris Elba he does not crack jokes the whole time. He is very, very serious the whole way through, and it throws the zen off of the whole thing. They're either going to try to be slapstick the whole way through and be retarded with your jokes. Yes, I said retarded. It is mentally deficient with some of these jokes. Or they're going to do the same thing that they were trying to do in the first Thor movie, which is be like, oh, that's funny. That has some good implications. See how that's bad?
Yeah.
But no, we need to talk about that. And that makes sense. That's Thor to me. And that's where the ugliness comes in. The bad part of this is the Valkyrie. And don't get me wrong. Tessa Thompson, is that how you say her name?
It's okay. Right there in front of us.
Tessa Thompson plays her character well, but it's so jarring, her impact through the movie, in my opinion, because it really doesn't vibe well. Now, they were probably trying to stick with the funniness, but her interactions with the Grandmaster, Goldblum. I can't speak today.
He would be so offended.
I know he would, and I'm so sorry. But Jeff Goldblum, his comedy has always had that kind of like the dry British feel.
I think he brought his game for this one. Yeah.
But his interactions with the Valkyrie doesn't vibe. It feels very wrong.
I don't think that it's necessarily that Goldblum's character was aware of the Valkyrie or really what was going on. He just kind of lives in his little sandcastle, and that's all he really does.
Well, that's what the Grandmaster was supposed to do.
The thing that really threw me off this movie, and I'd be willing to endure a lot just to say that the spectacle is worth it, but what threw me completely and said, let's give this a pass, is the 100% rope-a-dope that they pull with Doctor Strange.
Very true.
You had to go and poke at the Wonder Woman thing. I have to say that one of the movies that redeemed superheroes to me was Doctor Strange. At least that way, it was this magic. Very true. I mean, if you're going to be like, they magically find a solution, at least have it be real magic, And,
Doctor Strange definitely is one of the better Marvel movies, but Wonder Woman was a DC movie. If you're talking about a redeeming Marvel movie, yes.
Mm-hmm. So, at some point, there's the teaser at the end of Doctor Strange showing Thor, saying, that they were going to do something, and it gave this real sense that it was going to be Thor looking for Loki, with Strange, and, then the Thor Ragnarok teasers came out, and I'm like, I'm not really seeing a lot of Doctor Strange here, but I'm willing to give them the benefit. They had that teaser there and everything, and Strange does show up enough for Cumberbatch to get a credit.
Cumberbatch?
Yeah, that he's there because they teased he was going to be there, and he's in. Boom, boom, boom. He's gone.
You know what it made me think of?
Yeah.
It made me think of X-Men First Class when they were trying to pull in Wolverine, because it was just like, hey, you want to come join the fuck off?
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right, so that's about like what happens with Strange. Is it's like, all right, so where's our dad?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do with my brother? Where are we going?
So, it at once disappoints me, but also confirms my whole thing about magical solutions and superheroes are weak storytelling. Because, Thor is there looking for Loki, looking for Odin.
Right.
And Strange is like, well, I'm magical, so just port. Here's a teleport. Boom. Solution solved. Get the hell off my planet.
Yeah, get out of Midgar.
Yeah. So, because I'm right about weak storytelling, I'm disappointed. And that
when it came to that, yes, that's weak storytelling. I will not back down on that at all.
But the teaser was all like, Strange, like, gets ready, pops his collar, and says, "Allow me to assist you." And it's like they're about to go out
on a buddy cop.
Yeah, buddy cop hijinks.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Thor, and I'm Doctor Strange. We're gonna go find Loki.
That's not what you get. Nope.
Yeah.
And I think that while they did a good enough with the visuals in this, and they really give you a sense of what's at stake.
And they went very retro. They did a very good job on pulling the retro card.
Mm-hmm. And they did good breaking away from the whole usual Thor formula. So
very true.
It is different from the other movies, and it is at least some development for Thor's character.
And if you guys are fans of Norse mythology, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ragnarok's impact is severely diminished.
Yeah, not to mention that when you're dealing with like Fenrir and Helena and Loki, I mean, if by this time you're going, well, I thought they'd really redeem it with this movie. They don't.
Sorry.
It's Marvel.
No.
They don't follow the mythos.
Nope.
Keith Urban does play a pretty interesting character.
Carl Urban?
Yes, Carl Urban.
Keith Urban.
I call him Keith Urban all the time on accident.
Carl Urban plays a great character. Anytime I see Carl Urban as a comic book character, he looks perfect, like he just stepped off the page. And that is the same thing for Red and Dread and the other things that I've seen Carl Urban come into.
He was amazing in Red. He really was. And like his character in this does very well. I was so sad. Rest in peace for Zachary Levi's character. Because he gets all of like 5 seconds on the character and then just dies. What a waste.
He's not even on the IMDb list.
I know he's not.
Yeah, I know he's your gay crush, but, I mean, come on.
He's my second gay crush. He's not my only gay crush, Ryan Reynolds.
All in all, I mean, if you're not a fan of comic book movies, give this one a pass. I could see you having to go see this movie if you were, like, die-hard MCU. Like, you had to go see all the Marvel movies. You were especially a fan of Thor. You probably want to go see this because it is a Thor movie.
And if you want to go for like retro, like 80s video game kind of titles, definitely go for Thor. Overall, I would give it like a C. I mean, honestly. And that's
I would not have gone and seen this movie if I didn't review movies for the internet.
I know, but that's your go-to line lately.
There's a lot of crap coming out right now.
All right. And Anthony Hopkins is in it for, I don't know,
2 minutes.
Yeah, max.
Maybe.
So.
All right, well, that was it.
I miss you, Zach.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, upvote, rate, review. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want us to review, new and old. We'll look it up, and otherwise, we will see you guys for the next one.
Yes, we will. We didn't even talk about Kate Blanchett.
Like I give a shit. She was such a non-entity. She just shows up and, I'm evil. That's all she does is smarm around.
I'm evil.
That's like all she fucking does.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm evil. You should follow me. Oh, no? Oh, you're dead. Look, I'm evil. It's like
Excuse me,
just
how about
kind of
giving you my-
prances room to room.
Here's my card. I'm evil.
Oh, thank you.